let's talk about Sorn's controversial photo shoot that her company has now addressed. By the way, it feels so good to have the regular setup back intact. Most of the changes were behind the camera. The new backdrop you saw is over there for when I need it. And of course, today's the debut of my new Stacy Teddy Bear co-host. Anyway, more importantly, Sorn recently featured in a photo shoot for Harper Bazaar Singapore, and it seems like the hairstyle they put her in caught some backlash. The reason we're talking about it in this video is because the uproar got to the point where Harper Bazaar subsequently removed the photos from their website, and Sorn's company issued a statement saying they hear and understand the concerns regarding her recent photo shoot, that the styling decision was solely under the jurisdiction of the publication, but deeply apologized for the oversight and any offense they may have caused. They are currently working to rectify the situation. While we haven't heard from Sorn herself regarding any of this, BTS's Suga did directly address why we won't and can't see him perform in China. Following one of his solo concerts, Suga held a live stream talking to fans while catching up on dinner. Of course, many fans asked him to hold concerts in their respective countries, and while he talked about the ones he would love to visit, he specifically ruled out China as one he couldn't perform in. Suga explained that even in groups with Chinese members, it's almost impossible for them to promote there. The Chinese members could probably do activities alone, like Ning Ning recently being announced as a mentor on a show, but not the group as a whole. He expressed as much as he would like to, it's just not likely possible. There's always been talk about the ban of Korean artists, celebrities, and promotions in China, but this might be one of the first times, especially from an artist of his caliber, that it's been talked about publicly. However, there looks to be certain areas and guidelines where it is possible, as LE SSERAFIM just announced their own fan sign event in China, which caught so many people by surprise, on top of an appearance at a Chinese award show, including Taeyang, Psy, and Treasure. Of course, it also took many by surprise that we're still getting an EXO comeback, with Chen, Baekhyun, and Sejeong involved, despite the three guys trying to terminate their contracts with SM Entertainment. It's already started kicking off with their pre-release music video for Let Me In, and a poster teasing everything to come leading up to the full release. Well, fans are quite certain that Baekhyun is sending a pretty clear message when he reposted the teaser, cropping it just slightly in a way where the only thing missing was the SM Entertainment logo. It seems like, especially these days, artists are less afraid to speak a little more of their mind, even if it's gonna get them in trouble. Just like Kevin from the BOYZ was willing to risk recently for the sake of the fans. A big K-pop music festival called K-Flex is scheduled to take place in Germany later this year in October. Well, Kevin just called them out for false advertising because he felt it was wrong of them to still be promoting the BOYZ appearance even though they can't make the festival.
But we're not going to the festival in, was it Germany? With our schedules and everything, we said we wouldn't go, but I don't know why they're still advertising with our name. I might get backlash from the company or whoever about addressing this, but I want to let you guys know because I don't want you to make the what's it called, the accommodations and plans to go. I get it. I mean, people gotta make money, but at whose expense? I don't want you guys to go all the way to a different country, do the ticketing, only to have us not be there. You know, at this point, I don't care what kind of backlash I get. Like, I don't want you guys to waste your time. I don't want you guys to waste your money.
After this live stream, K-Flex then seemed to have deleted their post, later explaining that the festival was actually rescheduled from June to October to guarantee the BOYZ participation, which is now said to still be in discussion. SEJEONG is also someone who recently had to personally call out her constant dating rumors. If you watch Business Proposal like me, I'll watch anything with God SEJEONG in it. You know the chemistry between her and An Hyo-seop was off the charts, which is why people are desperate to bring that over into reality, speculating their relationship every time they appeared on screen together again. It's probably why SEJEONG deleted this post earlier this year, which actually just fueled the rumors even more. It eventually went away until recently, both parties posted photos of themselves themselves in Japan around the same time. People were somehow very convinced that this was SEJEONG's hand. It blew up even more when An Hyo-seop took down the post and re-uploaded without some of the previous photos. After this, in one of her live streams, SEJEONG read a comment regarding the dating rumor, implying there was no reason for them to be in Japan together, clarifying, "I went with my best friend and my older brother," and left it at that. And to round out the more serious news, just like we've been hearing about more frequently it seems, we have another idol going on hiatus due to their health, as Mystic Story announced that BILLIE SUHYEON will need to rest for the time being and halt her activities. However, on the bright side, we do have idols returning from their hiatuses as well. After missing several of aespa's activities, including Governor's Ball that I just attended, SM has now informed us that Giselle's condition has greatly improved, resulting in her rejoining team promotions starting today. And I think we are all especially happy to see Moonsua again, smiling again. And if you notice, the bracelet she's wearing is from the Temple of Moonbin's memorial space. Astro's Chanwoo has also been seen wearing the same bracelet. And since we're on a bit of a brighter note, let's continue with the positive things that we can celebrate in K-pop. All 12 LOONA members have won their lawsuits and are now finally free from their BLOCKBERRY contracts. Even more good news for LOONA fans, it looks like Jaden Jung and MODHAUS have officially secured the Odd-Eyed Circle name, which of course was the name of one of LOONA's initial subunits. As they have now dropped their first teasers with that name, the girls are finally coming back, at least those four, and for longtime LOONA fans, it's gonna be that much sweeter. Congrats to EUNA Kim, of course notably one of the 9 that was rumored to be Pink Punk before Blackpink, a member of the ARC, and the amazing duo Khan with their song I'm Your Girl, which by the way was produced by Black Eyed Pills Sung, including Rado, who now oversees Stacey, which my co-host is very familiar with. And while I always wish to see more EUNA Kim in the K-pop world, I'm even happier for her that she just announced the birth of her first child, welcoming her son into this world, starting an even more important chapter in her life. By the way, a lot of you guys want me to share the playlist of recent comebacks since the previous videos that I always make, so I'm working on the details, like how long songs will be staying on there, things like that. Of course, we've had a bunch already since the last video, like the debut of LOONA, the solo debut of former NUEST'S Ren. You know ATEEZ is about to dominate everything with Bouncy, and while we don't always include Japanese promotions, we have to mention the debut of TWICE's Holy J Trinity unit with their new song Marshmallow. Finally, while we also can't get to every anniversary that takes place, I think the celebration of BTS's 10th year is undoubtedly quite notable, especially with the landmarks around Korea lit up in purple to honor a decade with these 7 who helped propel the industry even further to unimaginable heights.
둘, 셋, 펄! 찬! 안녕하세요!